Alright guys, so we're gonna start the formal version of recording the choreography of Billy Stewart Summertime. And I decided for this piece that we're gonna break it down into 4 pieces for each segment, and then break down a storyline to be able to orchestrate the choreography itself. Okay, so we're gonna start with setting the mood for this song. It's like summertime, of course. And then we're gonna start with segment 1, where he tells a story, and the summary of section 1, which is actually 1 minute and 3 seconds. He's gonna be telling a story that says, the living is easy, um, fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. So in his musical tone, I feel like he's given like a short description of the economy, and he's expressing how easy it is to make a way of living to the female. And then he's saying to her, he says, your daddy is rich, your mama's pretty, so there's no need to cry. And then he says in the 1 minute and 3 seconds that one morning, she's going to rise up singing, which I took that as a correlation of she's going to sing and blossom and be beautiful and successful. Okay? And then the lyrics end on that section, and take to the sky. So that's like, you can say take to the sky in one word, it will be success. Okay? And then for segment 2, we have till that morning, nothing's gonna harm you with mommy and daddy standing by. And if that had to be like a short phrase, then it would be pretty much telling her that until she reaches her level of potential, that mommy and daddy's gonna be there to support her. Until that morning, no harm can reach you with mom and dad support. And then for the remainder of that segment slash scene, it's like a whole bunch of instruments and like dancing, balatone. And that scene with the lyrics end on a whistle by Billy Stewart. And that scene is the second segment that's going to end at 2:03. All right, gotcha. So those are the 2 segments. All right, guys. So that's the first 2 segments of Billy Stewart Summertime Choreography. And like I said, we're going to be doing 4 sections, and that was the first section and the second section. All right. All right, guys. So for segment 3, he goes into the verse where he says, I know, my little darling, I love you so, and I'm never gonna let you go. And then he kind of like, he appeases her with his musical charm, with a lot of sound effects. And on that one, the lyrics end on "Don't let a tear." And that's for segment 3. So that for that whole story, in 3, he's telling her, he's really trying to make her feel that he cares about her, and he shows her how fancy he is with his musical bebop. And then in section 4, the phrase goes, so hush, little baby, don't cry. And then he comes in with a lot of the different horns, and and then sound effects. So he's really showing off the small portion that he did in section 3 of the storyline, and he's taking it all the way out to the end of the song. and he ends the beat with a percussion drum, and he's telling her in segment 4, so hush, don't cry, and then he comes back in with his musical instrument. So he's pretty much showing that how he feels the whole song towards the last two segments, which is half of the song, the lyrical portion. He's showing her with his. He's like, I'm going to show you more with my musical charm, my instruments, more than my words. So to wrap up the entire storyline, hopefully I can do it in 1 minute. But you have 4 sections, and then the first section, they're kind of setting the scene for it being summertime, explaining the economy, and he's telling her like, look, I know you're not where you want to be, but your mama's pretty, your daddy's rich, so don't worry about it. One day you're going to be successful. That's in segment 1. Then segment 2, it says, till that morning, no harm can reach you. And like he's like, you don't have anything to worry about. You got mom and dad support. You know, I love you, type stuff. And then there's like an introduction to like a dance scene to where he shows a lot of the musical instruments. In that segment 2, in the segment 3, he goes, you know, I love you. Not gonna let you go. So hush, don't cry. And then he's giving her like a music. He's celebrating her awareness of her success and the beauty of her family. And he's saying, don't cry. In that segment 3, and then segment 4, he goes, so hush, little baby, and then he gives her something to be happy for. The whole time I can just imagine being this young girl, and having some fella try to appease me with this storyline, just thinking that, you know, he's a musical character, so he's gonna show off. He knows she's beautiful. He knows she's bound to be successful, and he knows that he loves her. He's saying that I won't let you go. He's even giving her music to dance to. He said one day she's gonna rise up singing, but he's he's giving her a reason to sing. He's giving her instruments. He's giving her the whole shebang, and that's the breakdown of the story for Billy Stewart, Summertime Choreography. And like I said in the beginning, you know, you have this character who is such and such, and Billy Stewart is her man to appease her in the story. Okay, all right, guys, ciao.